Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again in my kitchen. Going to have a little bit of a pre-workout snack. Figured I'd bring you along with me because I don't often do this, and plus, we all love useless filler. So what I'm gonna have is actually I'll be using some of this cookie butter, or cookie butt. Cookie butt. Don't do drugs, kids. And then I also have some wheat bread as well, so just a very quick and easy sandwich. I actually find that's pretty good. I don't think it needs anything else. Again, I don't want anything overly too heavy. But since I'm gonna go do squats in a little bit, I do wanna eat only because it's been several hours since breakfast and my breakfast wasn't that heavy. And then I also got my boys with me. You know, Howard's over there just chilling, of course. Perfect spot in case there are any crumbs that tend to fall over. Mako's over there doing whatever the hell the Makos do, and he's not in focus. And there now he is. He's a big black meatball. You're welcome, ladies. So that is what's going on with me right now. So I'm gonna go sit down and eat this, and then time's at 10:45. Probably hit the gym in about an hour, so right around noon, and you'll see me outside of the gym. I know you can't wait. Luckily for you, we have the magic of the internet and filming. All right, so outside of the gym, and I know what you're thinking, and yes, I did it all for the nookie. Now, what we're gonna do today is squats, like I've already said. I think today calls for working up to a heavy triple beltless, then strapping that belt on. So yes, you will see a strap on my channel, and I know that excites a lot of you, and maybe it shouldn't. So you might wanna look into your own personal lives and ask, is it even worth it, brah? But we're gonna go work up to a heavy triple with the belt on also, then do some glute ham raises, probably some other assistance work. I'm not really too sure. I try actually not to focus too much on it the day before. I have the unfortunate tendency to overanalyze and overthink a lot of my workouts, so I've been trying to kind of stay back on it a little bit. That way I don't stress out about it or worry about it too much, and I can actually get other shit accomplished, because there's a lot going on right now, and I'll fill you guys in on that probably some point soon. I alluded to it the other video, but there's a lot of changes going on, and it doesn't have to do with my sex life or my sexual orientation. Those things are still the same, and Beyonce is still going to be the official Mrs. Campbell Fitness, but some other big changes in line with that. So you guys will probably hear about that if everything goes through, and I'll let you know what happens then in Before Mail Order Bride. But that's it. I'm just rambling on, which is probably because I'm trying to postpone going in and doing mobility before squats, but I gotta go in and do it because I gotta get the hips loose. Because as my girl Shakira says, hips don't lie, neither does the bar. Let's get after it. That was really bad. Definitely time to cut. All right, first working set, 365, again, working up to a heavy triple without a belt. Just gonna talk you through my setup. So I like to take a bench grip width on the bar, take a step back, and then throw myself under to get as far back on my rear delts as I can. I then try to dig myself in and actually press up with my shoulders to make sure I have a tight rack up top. As part of this, I'm trying to squeeze my elbows together and push them forward. Again, trying to keep a stiff upper body. Stiff. You can also see here I'm not using my squat shoes, so trying to work with flat shoes here. My right heel is coming up a little bit, but again, working on mobility in both my hips, my ankles, everything is always something that we're constantly trying to do. But overall, I was happy with my depth and happy with how that one actually looked and felt. So here's the second working set of 405. Again, same setup, and this is something that's really important. It's kind of like a free throw. You always want to make sure you have the same setup. So again, bench width, throw myself under, dig my shoulders in, squeeze my elbows together, push them forward. And then I also try to, after unracking the bar and taking the step backs, I will try to kind of right myself. So I don't want to use that momentum, because walking back with some heavy weight, people have the tendency to just drop down in the hole. And if you do that, just jump in the hole, you're gonna have a bad time. So you want to get yourself set and really attack the hole with some ferocity. Wish I could do a Marv Albert impression, because that would be pretty special right now. But anyways, this is the heaviest I worked up to. So 455, again, set of 3 without a belt. And at this point, I actually weighed at 222 this morning, so this is quite heavy for me. This is twice my body weight. Now for this, it was actually really heavy, and in fact, I wasn't really happy with my depth here. Didn't really get set as well as I'd like to. You can see I'm fidgeting around with my feet, and I think I do that between each of these reps. That depth looked a little bit better, but I'm starting to come forward a little bit. So that being said, in the last rep, I really try to make sure I get my breath, and breathing has been something that's tremendously helped me on these, and depth there looks okay. And that, I laugh as I say that just because it's so funny, breathing. And of course, everyone breathes, but breathing in a certain way can actually help you a lot. So that was really heavy for me. Strapped on the belt in that case, moved on to 475. This is as heavy as I've gone in quite a long time, and I gotta be honest, I was pretty gassed by this point. And that last set you saw was actually a PR for me, considering it was beltless, and this is a PR for me as well, even though I'm using the belt.
PR in the aspect where I'm wearing flat shoes, so I haven't gone this heavy in flat shoes ever. So this is something that's new to me, and I feel pretty strong considering, again, this is still fresh. Now for the depth on here, I cut it a little bit high. In my opinion, I'm hitting just parallel. However, again, I'm okay given all the circumstances. In this case, I'm actually keeping my head pointed up more than I normally would, so not neutral, just because I was worried about tipping over a little bit. But still, 475 for 3 in flat shoes after hitting a PR. I'll take it at this point. We then moved on to front squats, and the goal today for here was, again, work up to a heavy 3. So for front squats, Mike always says do them beltless. So you see my first set here of 225, step back, take my stance, and this feels pretty good. And there's not much else I can say about this. I think I do a good job of keeping my upper body straight, which is a problem I've been having issues with, and the rack felt pretty strong, so I jumped up 50 pounds from here and went to 275. And this actually goes really smooth and somewhat easy in my opinion as well. Easy in the fact that my legs can handle it, but using this kind of cross arm grip position, which I know a lot of you guys don't like and say I should just use an ollie grip, this still feels good. Leg-wise, grip-wise, not so much. Plus this shirt probably isn't the best. It's a little bit of that shiny material, so it doesn't really stick as well. I could probably chalk the bar up, but 275, considering again, PRs and other ones, I will take it at this point. From there, we moved on to 5 sets of 10 for glute ham raises, and on this point, I messed up a little bit, put the pad a little bit too high, but grabbing my ass and grabbing my hamstrings just because I find this helps me keep my back a little bit straighter. This is an improvement for me, so 5 sets of 10 is something I couldn't have done 2 months ago, so I'm glad I'm getting a little bit better. I'm going to continue to do these and really try to improve on my hamstring strength. After this, I actually followed up with a super set of leg curls and leg extensions, which I didn't film just because I didn't think you guys would want to see it. Not to mention, I didn't really want to film it. So there you go. That's the workout. As always, check the link in the bottom in the description box if you want to follow me in Fitocracy and see all the finer details. All right, so back from the gym, back home, and I actually stopped at Gansett Wraps, of course, to get some food. However, this time, I did not actually get a sandwich. I got a big old salad. Now, this is probably hard to see, but what you have here is what's called a chicken Gansett. It's actually some fried eggplant, just lightly fried, of course. You gotta be wary of those gains. And in here as well, which you probably can't see, there's a little guy peeking through. There's probably about 1/3 of a pound of chicken in here, and also some homemade balsamic that they make right there. So looking forward to eating that. And then I also got a nice little package from Citadel Nutrition, which, by the way, of course, got that shirt going on. I have no idea if that's in focus right now. Hopefully that ugly mug is. But nice little package as I was running low on some stuff. Of course, they gave me a handwritten note. That's none of your business. We got a lot of stuff here. So we got, of course, Tier 1 pre-workout of choice. Some of the fish oil as well, so it looks like 4 things of that, and we got 4 of these athlete vitamins, and it looks like they threw in a 5th Tier 1, so this is going to be lasting me quite a while. Maybe I will give one of these away, but that'll be saved for another video. So big thanks to everybody out there at Citadel. I really appreciate you guys looking out for me. They've been nothing but good to me, and like I said, I really like what they do, what they put out. I don't get any kind of monetary compensation for promoting them. Just I think they're doing a great thing, and if you guys are interested in finding, you know, good, solid supplement, that was almost an Arnold Schwarzenegger, good, solid supplements at very low prices, you should go with Citadel. If not, you're crazy, get to the chopper. We're gonna end it here. I'm gonna go eat that salad. We'll talk to you guys soon. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching, and stay big.